48. Look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. A few minutes ago, the hometown Jets were introduced to this sellout crowd, and it's a roar that could be heard across the river in Manhattan. They're set to go as their Jets will match up with the Buffalo Bills. Tyler Bass about ready to get us going. And off we go on EA Sports. Fielded right around the 8. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The first carry for the Memphis man, Antonio Gibson. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Now it's Wilson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there, and right now, he is tired.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing, but to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position, and to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Coming up on 2nd and 7. They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Chubb. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. Allen taking it himself, and he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out, and the Bills are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point by Bass, up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
From the 31, Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. Fielded at about the 28. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season, and they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. Allen off the play fake. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And this one is incomplete.
As a former defender, I can feel their sigh of relief after that one because when he breaks out of the pocket and you face a mobile quarterback, he causes all kind of problems in your secondary. They were able to force that incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Handoff comes to Chubb. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down. From the gun, it's Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he will finally be taken out of bounds.
And as you saw right there, this is a guy with pretty good speed for a tight end. Nice job there, catching the short throw and turning it upfield. He can also be a weapon downfield as well.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Chubb will get the call running left. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen rolling to his right. And he's got it. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll come out in the pistol. They'll give it to Chubb. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Bills touchdown. Nick Chubb taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bills lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Gibson, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. Let's go. Hey, go Mike 34. Mike 34. Ain't no such 66. Throw it hard. Ready, go.
Now it's Wilson. He'll dump that off to Gibson, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet first down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
You ain't doing nothing today. Hey, we got Mike T right here, guys. Mike T.
On first down, Wilson. He finds Corey Davis. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Ready? Lock it. Our time. It's our time. Hey.
A handoff running left is Gibson. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now on 2nd and 13, Wilson. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Now Wilson. Completes it to Davis. And they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a first down as he stopped at the 48. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Here's Braden Mann now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Hall.
And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
2nd and 9.
Wilson. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And down inside the 15 he goes.
Wilson and Moore there for a Jets first.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Wilson.
And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
The Jets on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 3.
They'll run with Gibson.
And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
61.
Now whistles come in before the snap. Looked like one of the Jets may have moved. From back at the 8 now after the false start. Another try at 1st and goal.
A give to Gibson running right.
And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
Slam, slam, slam. You're out. Hey, watch it. 49, check 49, check 49. Swing.
Gibson.
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. Here's Wilson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice win for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A run for Nick Chubb. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 47 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
First down, Bills.
Let's go, 19! Big stop, big stop, let's go! 53 to mark, 53, check 53.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. On play action, Allen. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline.
That one brought back a few nightmares because when a quarterback gets outside of the pocket, your job as a defensive back, make sure you stay as deep as the deepest receiver and not let anyone leak behind you for a big play. A nice job there having discipline and not letting them connect on that pass.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now Allen. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw is Wilson. He's able to get it to Coleman. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A gain there of 30 big ones.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Now Wilson on 1st down. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing is Wilson. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Moore. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Wilson will throw again. Got an open man, finds Gibson. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. There he goes, left side. Woo! And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown.
Take that!
So a pick 6 there out of the nickel package. They went with 5 DBs.
Almost becoming the base package in the NFL is the nickel. Hard to throw against. That was demonstrated one more time. A pick 6 going the other way.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. Back to the air, Wilson after the pick 6. He's got a man, complete. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
34's the mic. 34's the mic. He's coming. Check him. Check him. Get in the white room. Get in the white room.
Wilson slings this deep from McLaurin. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
So after the INT, it's Allen sliding out of the pocket. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And this is taken in at the 5. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
It's a new season, so both of these coaching staffs likely making plenty of adjustments after their first half of football. So for the call of the second half here in week 1, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. The third quarter starts with a run by Chubb. Chubb will have the first down and much more. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 69 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. One play has him up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10. Here's Allen. Out to the left, he's got his tight end Knox. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A give. This is Chubb. Broke through some contacts, but unable to reach the 40. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Second down, here's Chubb again. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. On play action, Allen. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on third down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Allen now looks to throw. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Round 80! Let's go, you tighten up. Let's go, you tighten up. 57's Mike. Mike 57. Hey, watch your legs.
Throwing on first down is Allen. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And the Jets are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And 3 interceptions in this game, and I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24.
That's good for Jets. First down.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Coleman has it here right side. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 28-yard line.
Let's get it. Mike 10. Mike 10. Mike 10. I'm seeing 6. I'm going back to you. Hey, we got Mike 10 right here, guys. Mike 10. Let him know. Let him know. Ready to go.
Play action. Now Wilson. Throw left side complete. That's Moore. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 7 yards there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Squeeze, get in there. Here we go. Check 3, check 3. Hey. 25, check 25, check 25.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
2nd and 6.
Mike 34, Mike 34.
Here's Wilson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Wilson to throw. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Well, the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
57's the mic. 57's the mic.
And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Bryce Hall.
And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
At the 26-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Take 4.
Gibson again.
And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
He's coming. Check him. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
On 3rd down, Wilson. They will find Davis. That's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Wilson on the hook up to Davis. 1st down, Jets.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Alpha. 10's the mic. Hey, keep it up. Mike 10. Charlie. Come on. Let's go.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
The ball on the 8. Still could get a 1st down technically. 2nd and 7. A give running right, Gibson.
They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. The Jets on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Kill. Turn opposite.
They'll go again with Gibson.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. Should rely more on the passing attack?
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
At the 8-yard line.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7.
Yeah. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Nice, sweetheart. Let's go. Hands got
Play action. Now it's Allen. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch.
Come on now.
And he will take this into enemy territory as he's out of bounds on the other side of midfield.
Even with the big lead here in the 4th, it still bombs away, and frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
Mike, 53, Mike.
Oh, it's a jet sweep. Here's Davis. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss.
Allen off the play fake. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Davis. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 33. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
53, Mike, 53.
They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
And sometimes all of your best laid plans of play design, your X's and O's, they can't always account for individual effort defensively. And this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground.
Here I come.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen rolling, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long.
57 is the mic. 57 is the mic. Danny. 57 is the mic. Watch the
Allen. Under pressure, they got him again.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week one because they have not been particularly competitive here. At home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
58, boys, 58. Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again. 58, right over there.
From the shotgun, Wilson slings this deep from McLaurin. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Wilson. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They go play action with Wilson. This to McLaurin out on the left side. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
To throw is Wilson. Slings this deep from McLaurin. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Wilson. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown.
Get ready. Get ready.
Bass on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Throwing is Wilson. This one complete to Coleman. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
It's a first down and more for Gibson. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
And this is going to be caught? No, they say it's incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Wilson will throw again. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now it's Wilson. And he finds McLaurin. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So it's a